not trying to be like Risa Tisa or nothing, but Risa Tisa, I think oh boy got a brother. I really didn't want to do this, but I feel like it's time. So part 1 of who the fuck did I move in with? I'm coming with receipts. I'm coming with nothing but the truth. And I'm also coming with some hurt and some pain. Not because the dude hurt me, but because I look myself in the mirror and I'm just like, how did I miss all of these signs when they were right in front of me? So I'm just going to go ahead and pull up the first receipt and get into this damn story. On May 12th, Mother's Day, I got a DM from a local Florida rapper, right? And all he said was my name. So I'm like, this could be this man trying to talk to me. This could be business. I didn't know really what it was for, but I was not in the whole like mood to be trying to talk to a dude because I had just got out of a relationship. So he says my name. I say his name back. He said, I got a question. I said, okay, what's up? Just ask me. He was like, first one, why you don't follow me back on here? I said, I just followed you back. He said, okay, second one, you got a man? Matter of fact, you married? Boom. That is how we started talking. Okay? That is how we started talking. So fast forward, after we started DMing, that same night he had reached out to me. I'm not gonna count. I went on his page, and initially I was not attracted to this man at all. Like, he was nowhere near my type. But it was like, okay, he living the fast life. Like, he seemed fun. He seemed cool. He was a little flashy. So I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm like, okay, me and him actually could have a little bit of fun. But I ended up FaceTiming him to see if he was gonna be the type of dude to flash money in my face, if he was gonna be the one like, oh, like, look at my teeth, all that. I wanted to see his vibe. So I FaceTimed him, and y'all, when we get on FaceTime, he in his big house or whatever, and he eating some freaking Popeyes. So it seems so normal, like, okay, he not even on that flashing money in my face thing, right? So everything I tell y'all that he tells me is a reason why I'm telling y'all what he's telling me. So you have to keep up. So when we on FaceTime, right? I'm like, oh, that's a nice house. He was like, yeah, I stay by myself. Like, I always been living by myself. I've been living by myself and on my own since I was 18. Cool, right? Then fast forward in the conversation, he brings this big ass pit bull dog in the camera, and he's telling the dog to sit, and the dog not listening to him. But he was like, that's cool. Like, he trying to be funny right now. He's screaming, sit. Like, he's telling his dog to sit, but the dog is not answering him. Like, the dog didn't know who he was. But he's like, this my dog or whatever. I done had this dog since the dog was born. And it was a nice built. Like, you could tell he spent some money on that dog. So he was like, yeah, this my dog or whatever. Remember that. So I'm not gonna lie, like, the vibes on the phone was actually cool. I'm like, oh, he cool people. Like, I like this dude. And then, like, my brother, he also raps, right? So my brother comes in the room while we on FaceTime, and he started telling him, like, he rapping stuff. So he like, shit, play your music. So they going song for song, and I just love that he's interacting with my brother or whatever, right? So the first thing he said was like, yeah, I'm signed to Sony. I'm signed to Sony or whatever. And he got his record label, and he's just popping his shit, right? But he's still being humble about it right now. After the phone conversation, I took it upon myself to say, you know what? I actually like talking to you. Let's talk some more. So as we're talking more and more and more, we start FaceTiming a little bit more, and I'm starting to hear like a dude in the background. I'm like, who is this dude in the back? But I didn't ask him that because that's none of my business. But he was just like, man, my homeboy, we stay in the same neighborhood. He always at my house. Like, he ain't got no friends, and he be bored sometimes, so he just stay here. So I just let him stay on my couch. Yeah, okay. Anyway, whatever. At this time, I was on the way to my sister's wedding, right? So I had a whole trip planned to go out the country, but my layover was in Florida, y'all. And he was like, yo, since your layover is in Florida, I'm gonna get you another plane ticket. Cancel your plane ticket back home and just stay here so I can get to know you. Like, give me like 48 hours to win over your heart or whatever. So I'm like, I don't know, like, you a stranger. I don't know how to feel about staying in Miami with you and I don't know you. So after I go do a little bit more research on him, I see that he has a child. So I confront him about it, like, dang, why you ain't tell me you had a child? And he was like, huh? I'm like, you got a baby, a new baby too. And I said, I ain't got time to be dealing with no baby mama drama. I never dealt with nobody who has a kid. I don't have no kid. I don't want to talk to nobody with a kid. That was something I was very heavy on. I don't want to talk to nobody with a child. But he was just like, you ain't got to deal with no baby mama drama. Like, none of that. I said, yes, I am. I already know how it go. He was like, what if I told you my baby mama was dead? So I was quiet because that took me for a loop. What am I supposed to say after that? So then he proceeds to talk and say, nah, I really don't even know my baby mama like that. Like, I promise you, you would never have to deal with none of that. You probably won't even hear from my baby mama because I don't know her myself. So I'm like, wait, hold on. How you don't know your baby mama? Like, now I'm a little curious. What you mean you had a baby with somebody who you don't know? So he tells me this story, y'all. So he go ahead and tell me this quick little story about how he met his baby mama at a party. He was talking to them, and it was a group of friends who was intoxicated, and he was like, y'all better not drive because y'all might get into an accident. And then he was like, literally 10 minutes after they drove, they got into an accident. So he felt bad because he spoke it into existence. And so he went to go visit the girl in the hospital or whatever. He went to go check to see if she was okay. And then after that happened, they started texting a little bit, right? And then, you know, one thing led to another. They met up and they did the do. And they did the dude for like about 2-3 times, and then out of nowhere she called him and like, I'm pregnant. And then he tells the story about how he was like, I don't even know you, like we don't know each other, I don't think we need to have no child. And then she was like, well, I could take care of the baby on my own. And he was like, at that point he knew that she was gonna try to keep the baby, so he was like, she didn't want to get an abortion, so she just had the baby, but I really feel like she just wanted to keep the baby because of who I was and what I got. Like basically she trapped this man. And since then, you know, like she had a baby, but he don't know the girl. Like that was how he kicked it to me the entire time, y'all. The entire time. Keep that in mind, please. So here go red flag that I missed of that stupid story. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to Miami with you. We're gonna have a good time. You got 48 hours to win me over. You want to win me over so bad? Show me something. So when I get there, y'all, this man pulls up in a red Corvette, a C8, whatever fucking car it was, but he pulls up in this little nice, fast. It was sexy, not gonna lie. And I'm thinking, why did he pull up in this? Because I knew he had a Hellcat at home, but I was wondering why he pulled up in that. And I was like, why you drive this? He said, I just ain't want to put my Hellcat on the road. I just wanted to drive my other car for a little bit. So he kicked it to me like he got this nice C8 Corvette, and I ain't say nothing of it at the time because I'm thinking he telling the truth. What he got a lot for? Like, this his car. And then I told him I wasn't going to be sleeping with him or like staying the night with him, right? Because I don't know him like that. He was like, what you mean? I got your own room. Like, we got a hotel, but you got your own room. So I'm over here like, oh, he's respectful. This man ain't get one hotel room. He made sure he got 2. He really just trying to show me a good time. He not trying to be disrespectful. So we vibing out. We riding. Like, Miami was cool. And then, like, when I was there, I spent most of my time in his hotel room anyway, right? But I still had my own room. Like, I had everything in there. I got ready. Like, I was in that room, but not as much as I was in his room. That's truth. So then he's like, I got this whole dinner date planned. I just cannot wait for you to come here. I've been wanting to take somebody here for the longest. It's real nice. You're going to like it. I'm like, I don't have no outfit for it because remember, I was just coming from a trip out the country. I wasn't prepared for no Miami trip. He was like, don't worry about it. I'm going to take you on a shopping spree, get whatever you want, whatever you need. So we go into this nice luxury mall. I'm like, look, I'm going to be honest. I'm not the type to shop at places like this. Like, you don't got to do much to impress me. So all these expensive designer stores, I was like, dude, I don't even know where to start. Can we go to a black people mall? That's exactly what I told him. He was like, yeah, I can take you to another mall or whatever. I'm a Forever 21 type of girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a mad rag type of girl. I will literally go shop in Route 21 and I will be A-okay. So he takes me to this other mall. I get a dress. I get heels. I get a purse. He's like, get whatever else you want. Whatever you want, you can have it. Like, you want some new shoes? I got some new Jordans. Matter of fact, when he picked me up in his C8 Corvette, he already had the new Jordan 12s waiting for me. Like, he already gave, I'm going to spoil you. I'm going to do everything that I can. So, like I'm saying, he's doing everything that's making me smile. And yes, it is spending money on me, but he's giving me this image of him being this big baller rapper in Florida, and he got it like that because, oh, one time we was on FaceTime, he was like, money good, you ain't never got to worry about nothing, money straight. So we're going to talk about the rest of it in part 2. But yes, part 1 of surviving a liar and a manipulator. Period.